There are three things wealthy people do with money that almost nobody talks about. Not because they're a secret, because nobody thought to ask. In the next 8 minutes, I'm going to walk you through three rules that quietly separate people who build lasting wealth from people who work hard their entire lives and still end up with almost nothing. These aren't investing tips. They're not stock picks. They're not things you can Google and find on the first page of results. They're the foundational rules that wealthy families operate by and that most of us were never close enough to see. Let's go. Rule number one, they don't work for money, they make money work for them. Now I know that sounds like something you'd read on a motivational poster. Stick with me, because the actual mechanics of this are something most people have never sat with long enough to really understand. Here's the thing about a salary. A salary is a trade. You trade your time, a finite, non-renewable resource, for money. Every hour you work, you spend an hour of your life. When you stop working, the money stops. Wealthy people understood something early. If your income only moves when you do, you will always be limited by the number of hours in a day. So they flipped the equation. Instead of selling their time, they started buying assets, things that generate income whether they show up or not. Rental properties, equity in businesses, dividend-paying investments, intellectual property. Things that work while they sleep. Now, here's where most people get confused. They hear this and think, okay, I need to invest, I need to buy stocks, and that's not wrong, but it's incomplete. Because the first step isn't finding the right asset. The first step is understanding the difference between an asset and a liability. An asset puts money into your pocket. A liability takes money out of your pocket. That's it. That's the entire definition. Most people, when they get a raise, they buy a bigger car, a newer phone, a more expensive apartment. Those things feel like success, but they're liabilities. They cost money every month. They don't generate anything. Wealthy people, when they get more money, ask a different question. Not what do I want, but what can I buy that will make me more money? That single shift in thinking from spending to deploying is the foundation of everything else on this list. The goal isn't to stop enjoying money. The goal is to build enough assets that your money eventually earns more than you do. Rule number two, they understand that time is the real currency, and they spend it completely differently than most people do. Let me show you something. If someone offered you $1 million today, or a single penny that doubled in value every day for 30 days, which would you take? Most people take the million. It feels real. It feels safe. The penny, on day 30, it becomes over $5 million. That's compound interest, and it is the most powerful financial force in existence, but only if you give it one thing: time. Here's why this matters beyond the math. Wealthy people don't just invest money early, they protect their time aggressively because they understand that time is the ingredient that turns small decisions into massive outcomes. A person who invests $200 a month starting at age 22 will, in most historical market scenarios, retire with significantly more money than someone who invests $500 a month starting at age 35. Not because they invested more, because they started earlier. Time did the heavy lifting. But here's the part of this rule that most financial content misses. Wealthy people don't just think about compound interest in terms of money. They think about it in terms of knowledge, relationships, and skills. They invest in learning early because knowledge compounds. The person who spent 5 years deeply understanding one industry, one skill set, one network, doesn't just know more. They know exponentially more than someone who waited. They build relationships early because trust compounds. The colleague you showed up for 10 years ago becomes the business partner who opens a door. Time isn't just about retirement accounts. Time is a multiplier on everything. And what most people spend their early years trading time for, impressing people, buying things they can't afford, staying in jobs that don't teach them anything, is the most expensive mistake they'll ever make. They just won't see the bill until much later. Rule number three, and this is the one that surprises people the most. Wealthy people don't buy status, they buy privacy. Think about the image most people have of wealth: big houses, expensive cars, designer clothes, watches that cost more than a semester of college, a lifestyle that broadcasts success at every opportunity. Now think about the wealthiest people you've personally never heard of. The ones whose names don't appear in magazines. The ones whose neighborhoods you'd never recognize as wealthy by simply driving through them. Statistically, many of them are significantly wealthier than the people showing you their lifestyle online. There's a reason for that. Status spending is a trap, and it's a trap that gets more expensive the more successful you become. Every raise, every bonus, every business win comes with invisible social pressure to level up your lifestyle to match it. Bigger apartment, newer car, more expensive everything. Economists call this lifestyle inflation, and it is the silent killer of wealth at every income level. Someone earning $30,000 a year can be financially destroyed by lifestyle inflation. So can someone earning $300,000. The mechanism is identical. Income rises, spending rises to meet it, and nothing accumulates. Genuinely wealthy people figured out, usually early, that most status spending is performance. It's spending money you have to impress people you don't know, to maintain an image that costs more every year to sustain. So they made a different choice. They kept their lifestyle relatively fixed as their income grew. They let the gap between what they earn and what they spend become the engine of their wealth. They bought time. They bought optionality, the ability to say no to things they don't want to do. They bought privacy, the kind of freedom that only comes from not being financially dependent on anyone or anything. The most visible wealthy people you know, they are almost certainly not the wealthiest. Wealth is what you don't see. The car not bought, the apartment not upgraded, the bonus quietly deployed into an asset instead of a lifestyle. If you watched our last video, you already know that the education system never taught you any of this on purpose. These 3 rules, they were being practiced in private homes and elite schools, while the rest of us were learning the water cycle. The gap was real, but now you can see it. 3 rules. Make money work for you, not the other way around. Understand that time is the most powerful financial asset you have, and stop spending money to perform wealth. Start spending it to build wealth. None of these require a high income. None of them require a finance degree. They require a shift in how you see money. And that shift starts with understanding the rules of the game, which is exactly what this channel is for. Subscribe if you want to keep going. Next week, we're getting into something that hits even closer to home. The neuroscience of why your brain is literally working against your financial decisions and the exact systems wealthy people use to override it. You will not want to miss that one.